Hi, today we are making homemade pie in a jar. This is so much fun. I'm so excited to do this. We're gonna do this for Thanksgiving and have little pies on each of the plates for their pie after the yummy dinner. So what I've done, there's a couple things that you need to do to get ready for making pie in a jar. First, I'm gonna show you how to do the pie in a jar with using making the pie crust. So first of all, what I did is I got on my apron, and if you haven't taken a class yet, this is a really fun class, how to make aprons, and you can find this in the Take a Class tab on my website, howtocraftandsew.com. The second thing you need to do is get out your supplies. So one of the things that you will definitely need are jars. I found these mason jars at Ace Hardware. You can find them online. Maybe sometimes you can find this size at Walmart. You might want to look online before you go. But this is a 1/2 pint mason jar. And you want the wide mouth and you want the 1/2 pint size. This is absolutely perfect for your pie in a jar. And to make the pie crust, I just used pre-bought pie crust at the grocery store that I found. So you can also do this with your own favorite pie crust recipe if you just can't stand to use store-bought stuff, but I think this works great and it's just as easy. So let's get started. The first step I'm going to do is show you how to make the pie crust. What you do is you unroll the pie crust just like so, and I'm going to be making 12. So I have 3 pie crusts for the bottom and a couple extra pie crusts to decorate with. So what I'm going to do here, look, I've got this perfect square right here, is I'm going to just cut this in 4ths, just like that. And I'll put those over here for later. Then you don't want to work too much with your pie crust, but you want to stretch it just a little bit, like so. You take your jar and you just gently push the pie crust in, and you just fold it and you work with it. Still be kind of gentle, but then you have to kind of mush it into place, like so. And as you can see, I'm just working the edges and I'm gently pushing in. As I push in, I'm pushing down at the bottom and I'm pushing and pulling up a little bit along the ridge, just like so. And I want it to come up over the top of the ridge like this, so that we can do something cute on the ridge. Now I had a little tiny hole in there and all I did is mush it around. It's okay if it's kind of layered like that. Alright, so now we have the dough pushed through our jars just like this and it coming over the top. The next step we're going to do is to fill the jars. And it's okay that they look like this again. We're going to make them cute at the end. Once you get all of the pies into the jars, what you want to do now is let these chill in the fridge so you can get the other items prepared to make the filling, and let these just harden just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to make the pumpkin pie filling. It is really easy. You take 2 cans of your pumpkin pie puree. It's not the pumpkin pie mix. These are 15-ounce cans, and I'm going to just put these in here, just like this. The next thing you're going to do is you are going to put in 2 cans of 12 ounces each evaporated milk. This is 12 ounce and this is a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. And I am going to just stir this for a second. Get that ready. Get those in there. Stir it up. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add, I'm going to just keep this on low, and I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sugar, just like that as it's going. Then I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. This is a mixture of like cinnamon and nutmeg. You can get these right now at the grocery store. 4 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice and a teaspoon of salt I'm gonna let that mix just for a second. I'm gonna add in 4 eggs, kind of one at a time, like this. Okay, to make it easier to pour, I'm gonna use this glass pitcher. It is very runny, as you can see, but this will make it a little bit easier to put in. And now I'm gonna pour up to the top. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make sure I've got them filled about all the same. Top off some of these first ones. Okay, for some of the pies, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pinch up the edges all the way around. And I'm going to try to get about the same evenness around. Then I'm going to just make them into cute little, pinch them together like this. And if I get to a part like right here where I don't have enough, I'm going to add just a little bit from this extra pie thing that I have here. And I'm just going to add that in. Now to make this extra cute, I'm going to use these little leaf cookie cutters here. Again, I'm going to get a little tiny bit wet on the end, and I'm going to just place this kind of over the top like that. And if you go like this and just stick it on, I'm going to have these cute leaves just go like that. Then on this one, I'm going to twist. I cut this out with the pastry cutter, and I'm going to twist it. And this one I've already gone around the edge, and I'm going to just sort of push it down as we go. Some of these now I'm just going to do the finishing touches like this, like I did before. I'm just pulling it up, and I'm just making it go right to the bottom of the rim around there. And on those we've got the jars, they look cute like that. So it'll come out like that. Here are the pies, they're ready to go in the oven. We've got them all nice and decorated, cute now. Okay, I just got these out of the oven, and now they are so darling. They've got to sit for about an hour, and they can still firm up.